Hello, welcome to yet another video of Acharya Nidana Academy. In this video, we are going to discuss the effect of Laghu Guna substances on the human body. Before going to the description, we are going to have certain basic concepts we are going to learn. First, if physics, chemistry, and biology and Ayurveda fundamentals are well known, then every information mentioned in Ayurveda can be learned with the deepest understanding. Second, whenever we are going to a topic discussion, we have to take one small topic and we have to learn from multiple angles. So that means we have to do the brainstorming session of that particular topic. Then we are going to learn deep into that particular topic. So, third, if we are knowing the concepts of Kriya Sharira well, then each and every concept of Roganidana can be learned easily. And if we are knowing the each and every corner of the Roganidana subject, then the learning Kaya Chikitsa is not at all a difficult thing. It is very, very easy. Fourth, whenever we are going into the description of learning, so we have to try to identify the patterns. So pattern identification, and thereby we are going to do the pattern modification. Then we have to create a pattern, a certain pattern, so that restoration will be held. Restoration will be possible by making this particular pattern a different one. Let me give you an example. If you are taking the sour buttermilk for more than 10 to 12 days at night time, for example at 200 or 300 ml, what will happen for the aftermath of 12 days later, we are going to have an increase in the pitta dosha in the body. Sometimes may be presented with the burning sensation in the gastric region. Sometimes the person may have the headache, specifically in the mid-noon time or midnight time. It's like that multiple clinical presentations may be possible if there is pitta dosha increase is happening inside the body. Sometimes the person may have the small kind of the skin lesions, which will be considered to be reddish skin lesions. That may be possible. So, if the by seeing in this particular aspect, we have to first of all pattern modification should be done. That means we have to first of all stop the this particular sour buttermilk consumption. Some people they will be taking the sour buttermilk along with chili, along with a little bit amount of salt, etc. All these are actually increasing the pitta dosha in the body. That is the reason. First of all, stop that. And instead of that, what pattern you have to follow? Instead, the person has to take the either milk or buttermilk which is not having sour taste, which is not added with pepper or chili or salt. That means if you are doing this particular pattern creation, then pitta dosha will be naturally getting minimized. And lastly, no compromise will be done for as far as Ayurveda fundamentals are concerned. Whenever if you are gathering any kind of the information, first of all, these information should be done in such a way that on one side it will be an Ayurveda information, Ayurveda related information, on the other side it will be Western related information. So that means you have to learn these information separately. Then at regular intervals you have to check that you have to make the information tally. If you are getting the exact tally, probably we are going in the right direction. So that means whenever if you are looking into this learning the Ayurveda, it is just like learning a new language. Certain informations are there which are totally unknown for the rest of the fraternity. So those informations has to be well learned by the person who want to learn Ayurveda. This is the if you are doing that, definitely we are going to have the better understanding and deeper understanding of the Ayurveda fundamentals. With this, let us look into the today's topic, that is Laghu Guna substances. What do you mean by Laghu Guna substances? When you think of Laghu Guna substances, Laghu Guna substances are considered to be any of these food substance which is responsible for the reduction in the weight of the body. Reduction in the weight of the body in the sense the person may be having the lightness in the body. So when you are saying reduction in the weight of the body, there will be sequential depletion of carbohydrate will be there, which will be happening within a matter of 30 minutes of this what is the food intake. Then there will be then there will be fat depletion. Fat that is accumulated in the different parts of the body, subcutaneous tissue, breast, abdomen and buttocks, etc., cheeks, etc. From there, there will be mobilization will be there, and thereby the person may have the lightness of the body. And if the fats are still fats are almost nil in the body, then that will be switching on to the protein depletion that will be happening. Here three examples are there, three images are there. That is one, that is the papad, and second one, that is the onion dosa, and third one, that is the aloo parota, aloo paratha. When you think of this, if a person is having the excessive appetite, how much amount of the papad he has to take? It is much more. For example, 10, 12, 30, 20, etc. That much amount of papad he has to take. What about the onion dosa? Maybe 2 or 3. What about the aloo parota? Maybe 2 or 3, depending upon the, as the, what do you say, the ingredients, etc. So that is, when you think of this, here, if a person is taking the substances more, like that, what do you say, that the papad, etc., that is actually responsible for the increase of laghu guna or lightness in the body. After the digestion of these substances, the body is actually switching on to the fat metabolism. Thereby, still if the person is continuously consuming such kind of the food substances again, then there will be protein depletion that will be happening. Right? If you think of in terms of the, what do you say, that the compartmentalization, this is the compartment that is happening, that is being mentioned at the beginning itself. So that is alimentary canal. From there, the nutrient that will be moving from the either stomach or small intestine, large intestine, that will be moving into the intravascular compartment. From there, it will be moving into the interstitial compartment. From there, it will be moving into the intracellular compartment. So, wherein the food substance that will be carried from mouth to the anal canal, so that will be in different time period. That is what is considered to be transit time. In the mouth, it will be for around 2 or 3 minutes or 5 minutes. In the esophagus, it will be in seconds. In the stomach, it will be for around 2 hours. In the small intestine, it will be something around 6 hours. And in the large intestine, it will be 24 to 48 hours. This is the transit time. That means if the morsel that will be present in one particular part, that may take to come into the different parts, it will be this much time it will be taking. So, and when you think of Laghu Bhojana effects, what will happen? First of all, the food will be moving into the alimentary canal, and from there, there will be partial digestion will be taking place, and after that, from the digestion, there will be assimilation that takes place from the alimentary canal to the intravascular compartment. And when you think of that, that will be not adequate to the body. In that particular situation, what actually happens is the nutrients that are being present, for example, the breast, buttock, subcutaneous tissue, and abdomen, the, for example, adipose tissue, that is, it is coming under the intracellular compartment. From there, it will be entering into the interstitial compartment. From the interstitial compartment, it will be entering into the, what do you say, the intravascular compartment. It will be then getting into the circulation, right? From there, it will be moving into the parts which are necessary. For example, heart, brain, and other vital organs. These nutrients that will be moving. In that particular situation, there will be thinning of the intracellular compartment and interstitial compartment may be taking place. Thereby, that is actually nothing but the, what do you say, that lightness of the body. Lightness of the body, the person will be having the emaciation that will be there. The same thing that is being explained in Charaka Samhita. Yatkinchit laghava dehe tat langhanam. Anything that is responsible for the increase of the lightness of the body. So here it is the substances which are having the light, what do you say, that the uh, quality. For example, the green gram, etc., that is having the light quality. If a person is taking such kind of substances, the person will be having the lightness of the body. The take home messages from today's discussion. Whenever if a person is excessively consuming the Laghu guna substances or the light quality substances, that will be leading to the lightness of the body. And when there is lightness of the body, there will be sequential depletion of carbohydrate, fat and proteins that are going to take place. And when there is the depletion is happening, simultaneously there will be shift of the nutrients from one part of the intracellular compartment and interstitial compartment. From there it will be entering into the other parts of intracellular compartment, interstitial compartment such as brain, heart, etc. and other vital organs through the intravascular compartment, that is through the cardiovascular system or through the blood vessels they are moving. Because of this, the person will be having the lightness of the body. So here ends the today's discussion. So my dear friends, what are the major key takeaways you are going to say, mention below, and major three key takeaways. And if you want to have some more information, what that information would you like to have, mention below. And if you are truly liking the video, share this particular video to the true Ayurveda learners whom you are want to have the learning of the Ayurveda with the deepest understanding. Let us make this particular small message into a movement so that the every person who are actually studying Ayurveda, let them know the richness of this particular great medical practice. It is not a medical practice as it's a lifestyle practice. Thank you.